With all that new evidence, I made a new illustration to show what investigators believed happened, and this first recreation will focus on Kaylee and Maddie in Maddie's room. This is Maddie's room, and everything you see here has been recreated according to the photographs and police documentation. Here we can see how Maddie and Kaylee were positioned, along with both blankets and the two pillows. We can also see the splatters on the walls, which indicates the direction that splatters came from. Blue laser lights shown here. Adding a marker at each location where these lines intersect tell us where the area of violence took place, and this helps us in recreating the event. Other observations that help us are visual clues, like how the condition of the blankets were left. Let's focus on this area on the blanket here. During Brian Kober's attack on Maddie and Kaylee, his knee bunched up the blankets in this area. As he backed off the bed, it left an impression that was clean of any blood splatter. In this crime scene photo, you can see how his knees bunched up the blanket and creased the fabric. It remained that way untouched until police arrived some 7 hours later. As we inspect the other side of this area, we can see where the knife sheath was left. Here's a photograph of that knife sheath. The length of it was 13 inches long, and the tip was slightly under Maddie's left thigh and hip region. Moving on to the white blanket. This item tells us a lot. In observing the blood spatter, we can see that it's only coming from one direction, which is from the head of the bed to the foot of the bed. In addition to this, we can see that there was no blood spatter underneath the blanket. This and the lack of blood splatter where Brian Koberger's legs were tell us that these two blankets were here the entire time. One last point on this. When you remove the blanket and you see the sheet, the lower half of the sheet has no blood splatter on it, and that's because the blanket protected it from blood splatter. This is how Kaylee and Maddie were found. But just 1 minute before this moment, they were simply sleeping, and Koberger was standing over them. He formed a plan in his head knowing he would have to act fast to attack them both at the same time. And that's what he did. Here's how this is believed to have played out. Now I stopped the animation here because this is the moment Xana came upstairs and interrupted the attack.